All right, we take those. It's what's the lane like? Oh, it's mid Primal Beast. Dude, we were theorizing offlane Primal Beast the whole time.
It is as well.
That's crazy. Is that even good? You're laning into Alina, who's like a general like melee mid killer.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, maybe when you're pairing it up with like a Marcy, right? When you're thinking about rune rotations or Yamish being able to come into that lane, you can absolutely kill the Lina with an onslaught, a rebound. I mean, it's the same story you were talking about with the off lane, right? This Marcy and Primal Beast is very good at holding hands and playing aggressively together. But yeah, I think just in the straight 1v1, Lina's going to come out on top.
Hope so. I think the lanes look pretty good for mind games, unless I'm like seriously not understanding this Dragon Knight lane. I feel like CM plus Pudge could be pretty scary, especially early. Like if they have a route into hook under tower, like you have to be very careful with your positioning on that lane for outsiders.
I'm just wondering with Primal Beast, you know, he's got really good base damage, he's got uproar. Is he going to be one of these heroes that just goes, you know, 12 last hits, 12 denies, and Lena's like, I got one range creep kill this entire lane stage?
It's not that bad, only because you have stun on Lena, so you're always able to stun like the range creep plus the Primal Beast, because he's melee, he's playing in the lane, in the wave, sorry. So yeah, you're not like defenseless, you're just going to click him a lot. That's just how Lena plays versus melee heroes. You come into the lane, the first thing you do is right click the enemy mid, and get him down, get him down. Can we predict yet? I'm gonna try. Time of first barracks destruction. When do you think? I think 20 to 30.
In strength.
I'll go 30 to 40. If you're doing that, I'll go one above.
Oh, that's... I don't like you. Oh, we're allowed to select. Hey, yo, let's go. Okay, total number of players, that's by 10 minutes.
By 10 minutes?
That's a... I mean, they got brawlers for days.
16 plus?
Yeah, plus... I'm gonna put 11 to 15 and go one below you.
Oh, I hate you.
I hate you.
Gonna go...
Which team will win? Quickly, Gary.
Yeah, we've got these TI predictions. Which team will win? Outsiders or Hook misses? Dino attempted under his vision. And when will first blood happen? Where's the now? Where's the now button?
0 to 3 minutes. Yeah. All right, we're done. Good predictions.
In the next 30 seconds, please. Sentry out from Yamich as well, so they'll get the D ward.
Shame they missed that hook. Maybe they can get one here.
Oh, they can. Yeah, DM dragged back into the line striker. Right, first blood's coming. DM dropping. They turn and Dragon Tail stunned, but he's already dead. Dino though, your punch trading out your punch for the Dragon Knight. Yes, you got first blood, but now is that worth it overall? Probably yes.
First blood's always worth it. Yeah. He's probably bought out. He's not losing too much gold. You're okay. It doesn't mean you have to expend your TP to your lane. Though, oh, is he dodging bot lane? He's going top. They're lane swapping.
So is DM. DM's going top.
Oh, yeah.
Who's lane? Were you looking at the Pudge or the DK?
Pudge, yeah.
Pudge walking
maybe.
top.
Do you think they just saw the PA start to walk bot after the first blood?
Yeah, maybe.
Counter, and that's what. Yeah, I think that might have been it.
I think not.
Look at them both. They're just walking to lane. That's probably fair. Like when you're doing lane swaps like this, you want to be certain of the lane that you're going into. So if you commit a TP to top and like it's the wrong lane, you can't TP out. They can TP whoever they want.
Oh, but this
so it makes sense.
This Brewmaster is very sad.
Yeah.
He has been trapped between towers. Yamage and Hakada got rebound to come back in on him. Can they kill him here? He's trying to heal up with the Tango, but all the Venom and Poison Touch just keep stacking damage. He's not going to die, but that's a lot of damage onto the Brew.
That's fine. He has a salve, he has 7 sticks, he has a fairy fire. He wasn't going to die there, but really nice heads up play by outsiders to use both supports there just to make him use resources. And this is the scary thing, right? Like, he tanks all that damage because he doesn't want to TP to lane. If he TPs to lane and he dies, then he has to walk all the way back and his lane's just ruined. Yeah. So you kind of have to tank this and just bring out more regen. Like, we see a Bracer coming on the career.
Just looking at his last hit, 0-0, while PA now 7-4. Ramsey's having the perfect start. They will try and shift things back up towards top, I assume. I'm just going to keep this tri-lane bottom going.
Yeah. I don't see any reason to bring it top. Like, it's a Dragon Knight. He's fine. He gets levels. He'll be happy.
Yeah, just got to kill Slayer instead. Crystal Maiden jumped on. Plenty of ways to gap close onto the Maiden. And Ramsey's handed over the kill.
It's really... I love this lane swap. I love this tri-lane. think this Dragon Knight allowing this to happen was awesome.
Yeah, Pudge and Chen unable to do too much to DM. Like, they get a hook and a rot, but he's going to have his Dragon Blood up and running very quickly. He's taking a peek into mid lane. 8-2 on the Primal. Lina is coming out slightly on top, but it looks like GPK is perfectly fine. Getting his bottle refill. Still full HP. This is the trample uproar so far.
Slayer's out of position again.
Oh, Crystal Maiden, no. Gets off the frostbite, but there's no way Brew can save her, and actually BB puts himself in harm's way. It's the full orb of corrosion on this Phantom Assassin, already done, like 2.5 minutes in.
This is unlaneable for CM, genuinely. I don't even know if they have a single support that they can really put bot. Like, there's so much kills. Marcy Dazzle PA, that is one of the stronger tri-lanes that I've seen. I don't even think like they can commit a tri-lane in response because you have to secure your Pudge's farm top.
And you have a
like,
Chen.
Yeah, it's a Chen. It's not gonna kill. It's not gonna save. It doesn't offer anything. This is such a good tri-lane idea, and they just have to really play for levels. I think maybe CM even like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything she can do bot. Maybe you just have to commit your own tri-lane top to like CM, but then maybe outsiders will swing their heroes up there and try and match it. I don't know what would happen, but I don't know about CM going back bot.
It must be such a journey for someone like just tuning into this game and looking at the last hits, right? Because you have 4 cores up the top doing perfectly fine. Dire like slightly ahead. And he's like, oh, DK, he's struggling. Where's the other off lane? Oh, it's Brewmaster. He's just hit level 3. 4 last hits, has barely come into a creep wave.
Terrifying, truly. I actually really like what Slayer's doing, and she's just jungling.
Yeah, what else can you do?
Yeah, I mean top is going fine. I think like Dino and Bignum are having a perfectly okay time, like zoning out DM with the rot, and the creeps. So you're not needed there. You can't go bot. Might as well just hit some jungle creeps, get some network.
And try your best. DM with his boots, level 2 Dragon Blood. There is a tornado in on him. Dino trying to get there with a rot and the hook. Maybe a kill on DM this time, but under his tower, 4 stick charges, very tanky, with another Dragon Tail is going to make them really work for it. And there's actually a nasty little melee creep getting in the way of the hook, so Dino had to wait for it, which leads to the miss. They're spending so much time doing this. They're going to be missing last hits. They're not pushing tower with their heroes. DM's going through trees. He's just juking them left and right. 5 seconds for hook to come back up. He goes for a deny. Wait, DM just outplaying in this lane.
Not a fan of the hook. He kind of wasted it. Just went for a random hook into fog when you could have just. I think he expected him to juke to the left to go for that tree cut in the first place, but he didn't. So yeah. Ian out here breaking ankles, all reliable in the off lane.
And BB down bottom. A bit of help from Slayer as he does come out of the jungle level 3, but Ramsey's in Hakora. They're into BB with a corrosion and the poison. Dazzle does fall, but Ramsey's now 2-0-2. 31 last hits and 10 denies. I mean, you couldn't dream of a better start for a Phantom Assassin.
This is another reason why I love this lane so much. Not only is it really strong and they will kill Slayer. Slayer, like, come on, man. Come on, man. You're meant to learn from your mistakes, my friend.
He's like, where's the Marcy? Oh, right. Yeah, she's here.
Dude, you didn't see this because the DM like dive was happening top, but CM got a centaur creep in the jungle down to like a little bit of health, but Yamich was like contesting it. So like he was like, oh god, what do I do? So he used Crystal Nova, and what it did was it brought the centaur down to 1 HP, and then Yamich just took the and then he stopped jungling.
Oh, that's awful. Big Num. They came in to try and guard 6-minute rune, but GP came there with the level 3 trample. Missing the life strike array. A little sidestep allows the pulverizer and the dispose to come in onto Slayer and Aincrad. And outsiders, they're just running over this game. They've got body blocks for days. GP came. This arcane rune, he's got another onslaught and trample again. A double kill from your mid-primal beast.
This'll come in handy. I was so enamored with this tri-lane, I forgot to watch the first levels of mid, so I actually do not know why GBK has had such a free time. Like, yes, he has good stats, but he didn't buy, like, his base stats are pretty good, and he can CS, but, like, how are you not just getting bullied out by Luna just clicking you? I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're making a jump up. GBK TP's down there to help Ramsey get himself another kill. Your primal beast is 4-0.
Middle tower is under attack.
He's playing great. I love this. This is so fun watching mid primal beast. The onslaught is so far range. Like any slow, any stun is just like enough for him to follow up. getting these early levels in Primal Beast seems so effective because you do so much damage.
Isn't this the way things went in the previous series? You're saying that Mind Games kind of had a closer one in the first one, then game 2 they were just run over completely?
Yep.
It feels like
history repeats itself.
It really does. It feels like quite a common trend when you have, you know, a team that can take single games off of the higher level teams. And game 2 just comes around, you're like, well, we've lost all our momentum. We lost game 1 when we tried our hardest. Game 2, 3k behind at 8 minutes. Tier 1 tower already dead. Didn't even need the second catapult wave because GPK just comes in, clears waves, tramples them down. And he's already got tons of little items and working on his BKB already. Light strike away from Einkrad does clip on to Ramsey, but now Lina is completely out of position. The gap close and displacement from outsiders here with rebound, dispose, phantom strike. If they see someone, that hero is probably dead.
This sidekick with PA, because they buffed PA right to give her lifesteal on the Phantom Strike.
Oh yeah.
So getting the extra lifesteal from sidekick 2 is like, is your PA even killable? Marcy is dumb. Marcy is a dumb hero.
Radiant's
I love how they're using it. And just this poor Brewmaster, I just want to like touch on him again. The trialing was so effective for 100 million reasons, but the main one was making Brew have the slowest start to his game ever. Like totally nullifying his ability to have like, a lot of impact in this game. Like when I saw it come out, I was like, oh, this is nice, because you have a PA who wants to go Battle Fury. But picking a Brewmaster, an early brawling offlaner that can try and like alter that, seems really good to me. I saw the vision of the pick, and I liked it a lot, and I think that Outsiders have done an insanely good job of stopping that early condition from Mind Games to be really strong.
Yeah, he's absolutely one of those heroes that has a slow build up though, right? We used to see the Spirit Vessel into Ags, a refresher build. Now I'm not quite sure where we're at with the hero. It feels like Ags Rush might be the way to go. Here he's kind of forced to go Bracer, Phase Boots, a little bit by bit, trying to build himself back into the game. But you can also say that he's a hero that, yes, he wants a slow build up, but once he hits level 6, he does peak pretty hard. This Primal Split, I think Mind Games want to be using it off cooldown for the next 10 minutes. Just go. Try and find any opening they can.
I agree. I think he is strong for sure with his ult always. But the only issue is because that bot lane went so well for Outsiders, Ramses has got a Perseverance, he's got an Ult Corrosion, a Wand, or Treads. Like, he's not rushing a Battle Fury as if he was 4. It's really nice that like he is a little bit tankier. Like, it's a little bit hard to kill him. He's got those levels. Even if you did commit an ult to kill him, he's not going to be set back too hard by it. And I think that's like the kind of reason why you do all these things to this Brewmaster.
Sorry, I was watching GPK, like, staring across the lane at Einkrad. Like, go for that creep wave. I've got a DD rune. I dare you. Show your face in this town again. I think he's going to find an arcane rune. Yeah, snipes it away from GPK. Might have the Primal Split here just to survive, though, because this Primal Beast is going to slaughter him. Needs the little Brewlings to come out. He can move away with the Wind Panda, cycling up the Dazzle. GPK half health, but the Light Strike Array misses. Einkrad has the Laguna Blade. A big pick off for Mind Games. The GPK just overstepping his bounds, thinking he could get that solo kill. And they're going to go for a +1. It down, devoured by the Dino Pudge.
Is under attack.
Maybe a little Primal Beast is feeling himself too hard. I mean, there was a lot of damage, but if you can't burst a Brewmaster, you gotta be careful. He had his DD Pudge as well, so even if he was able to get out of that stun lock, he wasn't really going to be doing that much damage anymore.
There's space created, you know. PA's farming, Ramses is happy.
That's true, Ramses is happy.
And they got a lot of ward coverage down. That's 4 observer wards for Outsiders currently out on the map. 11 minutes in, that's a rarity. Very aggressive ones as well. A nice little barrier down in that lower third of the left side of the map. Yeah, 8 placed out behind the Dazzle. Couple killed. And Slayer, basically a ward in this game. The Crystal Maiden. A mobile ward, though.
You think he's gonna get nerfed again?
The Beast?
Wasn't this the problem with Primal Beast? Yeah, just the fact that he can onslaught onto someone and just kill them like that.
Yeah.
It was full to 0 pretty quickly.
Yeah. I'm just not sure which spell needs nerfing, or like all of them need fine tuning. I mean, like reduce the range on onslaught. Maybe, you know, uproar needs a little bit of reduction in the bonus damage you're getting. Because it's the combo, right? It's the synergy of everything together that just seems a little too strong overall. Maybe not a little, but a lot of too strong overall.
Outsiders are doing a great job of outfarming mind games again. We're 4K up. This is just the classic how they do. DK does not feel pressured to play in this game because Outsiders did such a strong job of their lanes. Like they've taken the mid tower, they've taken the bot tower. Like most key objectives are down at this point. Ramses has just finished his Battle Fury. Primal Beast is going to aim to finish that BKB. He's just like 500 gold out. And DM 300 gold away from his Blink Dagger. They're going to hit this timing where they feel really comfortable just smoking up and making a play, and they're fine letting this mid tower go down to mind games. They do not want to throw this game on a bad defense.
Dire's
They're
middle
just
tower.
2 minutes out. 2 minutes out from their timings.
And mind games waiting out for this Chen mech. You know, they've got this hood on the Pudge. And of course, this primal split back off cooldown for the Brewmaster. They're trying to get down to bottom, but GPK, we talked about the aggressive nature of Onslaught, but also a defensive tool he can use just to skip away from any kind of aggression coming towards him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I do like what Big Num's doing, though. The rest of his team went bottom, and he's just farming out that top jungle, so removing a little bit of the farm that Ramses would have liked to get.
That's my favorite thing about Chen players. At Arlington, they were doing this type of thing quite often. And it's just effective and nice to see. It's something my games desperately need to, because their net worth difference is growing by the second.
Yep. I mean, even DM, you know, he's a good 1,000 or so ahead of the Brewmaster now. He's got his Blink Dagger. So Dragon Knight ready to go. Hakuda already smoked up and playing forward. Has both PA and Dragon Knight nearby, and they see Lina. Ironcrad, yeah. He wants his BKB so badly.
Yeah, usually you would smoke as soon as you get your Blink Dagger, but Outsiders are not rushing things. They know that like they needed their Primal Beast BKB as well, which has been finished now.
And time to go. GPK chasing out Dina. Finds him with a Pulverize, and he's got backup arriving.
Backup.
Primal split used up there, and if Outsiders, yeah, they realize this, they're just going to try and disengage. BB, can you catch someone with a Cyclone? There's no real follow-through anymore, and this vision will finally get removed. Radiant Sentry captures a glimpse of it. Well, that's your big teamfight ulti wasted now. A good window for Outsiders.
Just massive window.
Immediate smoke, right? Right, Primal's done.
Yeah. Didn't even have to use BKB on Primal like that. That was a massive mistake on that rule. Like the GPK's not dumb. He knew he'd chase the Pudge for like a solid 5 seconds at least. Like people were going to be TPing, responding. Him not running back there would have been a crime.
And they find the Maiden. Slayer with his 5th death of the game. Doesn't even get a spell out before dropping. And with that sweep through, and they've cleared their own jungle, moved into mid. They've protected Ramses with this move as well, making sure that Mind Games are kind of hemmed back.
Radiant's bottom tower.
A bit of a go on the Brew. Purge is farming Ancients while they lose BB. The Hand of God, a bit of heal, but that won't be enough. Marcy graved as well, so the hook required from Dino will catch out Yamich, but inside the Ancient Cap still dropping there. And go across Mind Games.
Nice play from Bignum top. GPK tried to kill him. Literally like frame 2 of Pulverize. He gets the Centaur stomp off and cancels the ult and just TP's out.
Loses his entire army though.
Yeah. Poor creeps. I wonder if he'll go actually no, he's got phase boost. I was gonna say I wonder if he could get a boost of travel just to like we've seen how these big teams, better teams, have like total map control using boost of travels. They're not gonna play like that this time.
He's got onslaught.
I mean, yeah, true. Gonna need it.
Just travel across the map with, what is it, 2,000 range? Max distance. Just shove yourself across the map. This observer what the Hakuda got earlier with the smoke. Just out range of the sentry. Allow GPK to move towards that Crystal Maiden. She disappears. Doesn't last long under the trample.
I think GPK really understands his strength. just like weird on a new hero, but he didn't feel threatened at all to have to BKB there. Even if Minecraft was hiding in the trees or something with the stun, could have ended maybe badly, but he just doesn't care, doesn't worry, he's not wasting BKB charges. They're kind of getting away with murder, literally.
Yeah. No, it just doesn't seem to be a response from Mind Games whatsoever. Like, they're going to smoke up now, but this war has given them so much vision. Outsiders know it's coming, they scan it, and that will lead to the full retreat from the Dazzle and the PA back towards that tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So we've got
attack.
Shard and Dazzle now, and I think PA has finished off the BKB already. Yeah, recipes on the courier with the dagger restore. New neutral item coming out to her.
This was not a fully comfortable smoke. Pudge was 800 gold out from his Ags when they did that. Yeah, you have split. Yeah, you have BKB Lina, but generally you want
Radiant's top tower is under
your
attack.
Ags. You want your item timing. Maybe they can smoke again when they have that. This one didn't go so well. Outsiders are just reading the map perfectly, reading them perfectly. They have really great deep wards down. They did this last game as well, where they're just spotting all the movements from Mind Games, seeing smokes, just knowing like, hey, they're not playing here, which means they're probably smoking this way. We'll use a scan,
Radiant's
easy
top tower is under
peasy, no
attack.
problem. And because they went bot with that smoke, it just gives
Dire's bottom
like
tower
top
is under
map
attack.
control to outsiders who are just gonna
Radiant's middle
try and keep
tower
control
is
of
under
it and
attack.
then go for Roche.
Exactly, because reading and understanding what's happening or what your opponents are doing is one part of the puzzle. Actually having the correct
top
response
tower is under
and
attack.
moving 2 heroes in behind the DK top, preparing yourself now
Dire's
to
bottom
swing
tower
into
is
mid and
under
cause
attack.
a team fight to happen. Around this Lina, it looks like, who's showing on the mid wave. Outsiders prepping for the jump with DM. Shen is here with a couple of Centaur creeps. Slayer in behind Lina too. But it's just Mind Games see absolutely nothing.
Like, Mind Games, they have their Ags on Pudge now. There's no BKB, which is a little scary. However, now's the time. This is going to be the big Roche fight.
And GPK, the smoke breaker. Ramsey's here nearby as well. Gets out with a light strike array. Doesn't get Central spun to Laguna Bladed, but his BKB's up and Yamage Ramsey's it straight on the chin. Take him down as the dismembers comes from Dino onto Marcy, but Yamage is graved. And they're able to get on the Lina. This PA really shredding through with the physical damage, but a little bit afraid. Outsiders have separated, split up the fight to try and disengage after the primal split. Ramsey dodges the hook. Another miss from Dino, leading now to the onslaught, and DM's reinitiation kills off the Lina. Oh, the freezing field cancelled by the Shard of Dazzle, and a 5-man wipe is incoming. Through the last to fall, but Outsiders a firm grasp on this game as they walk straight towards Roche.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There was a lot of sad things that happened there.
Say it cheapo.
Him?
It's 20 minutes in, just...
No, I don't mean play. Might seem unfortunate, you know, like the Lina's like using a BKB to try and kill the final beast, but this onslaught is just like veering off to the left, getting out of the fight on low health. Like, you're wasting your timing on that. Ramses is like jumping him. He's unable to really sit there and stick and just do damage. And he's over. Like, Ramses is getting out. He's dodging like hooks. It's like, honestly, Ramses was probably the most disruptive part of that fight by far, without even really killing anyone. I think most of the damage was coming from everyone else. DM got some really nice like jumps towards the end of the fight. They were just like poking,
Yeah, straight back into that. There they go. GPK, even without his BKB, like you've been saying, he's just not afraid. Knows the limits of his hero. Goes straight on Big Num.
Radiant's top tower is under
Mind
attack.
Games, they're so reliant now on getting like a huge hook. The creeps get in the way though, and GPK uproar, BKB straight onto the maiden. Just a couple of seconds is all it takes. Might be in a little trouble now though. Brings down the cross, buyback from Slayer. The GPK final beast graved up, saved at the last second and TPing home. Oh, there's no stuns. He dies in a fountain though to the remnants of the rot. Hakura nearly had his back. As Marcy rebounds over the top. Mind Games, they do get a huge one.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Esso just
attack.
arrived. The PA. They just got a lot stronger. Yeah, I really have enjoyed this team fights and fighting from outsiders. Like the main thing I liked was like PA using a full BKB to disrupt heroes from Mind Games and not let them like kill, and just like kind of waiting out their own timings on mind games, like the BKB Lina, you know, using PK. Oh god, what a crit! Oh god!
Oh, Slayer as well. Sisters in life and sisters in death.
And death soon, baby!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I like that they've been playing out the Lina's BKB. I like that they've been playing out the Brewmaster split. The re-engagements have been really nice with the onslaughts, with the PA jumps, with all these things, with the blink dagger on DM, like playing the outskirts of these fights. They're just dancing around mind games and they're struggling. They don't have the mobility to kind of deal with it.
It's like outsiders have the complete freedom to cast their spells when they want to and how they want to. And mind games are the ones being forced to throw blind hooks or try and primal split defensively. And Lina running with her BKB instead of standing her ground and casting spells in towards the opponents. 15k lead amassed. We got one of our predictions wrong, didn't we? We got first blood correct, but total number of deaths by 10 minutes was 11, not 16 plus, sadly.
Oh, I did 11, so I got it right.
Oh, well, I'm wrong. You're right.
Thank you. So I
used the Wii incorrectly.
My predictions are currently correct for anything that's not in progress.
You're all green.
Yeah. I just need the first racks to come in the next 7 minutes.
That'll happen. Especially if Aincrad here gets scouted out. Already used the blink to get in the trees. BK. Not going to get stunned. Aincrad with another miss. The BKB up and Chase Bignum down. Necro to save him. Nothing to stop that BKB TP from the Lina though. This is how quickly they move. They make a play top, get a kill. There's nothing there for them to gain. So that TP down south. Dino, oh, he's going to go for this one bonus camp.
Radiant
Not going to be his undoing though, it looks like. DM went for the wave. Well, it's Yamich up on the high ground scouting.
Disconnected? Yeah, some lags. The DM's just like staring at a tree.
Oh, is he?
Like a second there, the creature's just hitting him. He's just like, that's a nice tree. It's some good wood.
Can't escape your sins.
All right, let's think about this one. Before mind games, how can they take a good fight? So the biggest strength that they have is their high ground. Playing against a Pudge, the ability to hook under a tier 4 is not to be sniffed at. So maybe they could do a really good high ground defense. There's also, there's also always this idea that, Pudge could die outside of his base.
Yeah,
always.
He could just straight up die.
He could do that.
Beyond godlike PA, make sure of that. And Yamich with his unleash does get cycloned by BB's little Brewling. Aghanim Sept is done on that Brewmaster now. 500 ping, says DM. That's not good.
500 ping. That's just like the crutch they need. They're too good. Stover can't have it.
They're too skilled.
It is possible to take a fight. Just because if you are like, maybe you take this Ags on Brewmaster, you have the little Brewling, you lift PA. PA is obviously they have damage coming out from Primal Beast, but I think they have enough damage on Mind Game side from Lina, for example, to be able to kill Primal, even if he is BKB'd. So if they can lift PA and then split, lift her again, and just try and keep her out of the fight for as much as they can, there's no reason why they can't kill the rest of Outsiders heroes. This is very much like a one core type game, especially like the longer you go into the game. I'm not trying to put down Primal Beast damage. DPK is playing out of his mind and he is doing a lot of damage, but against a long range Lina and a Pudge, I do think he might end up suffering, especially as his BKB gets lower.
Hey, we haven't really seen the impact out of this Pudge and Lina because they have been the ones being gone on. You know, you mentioned in that previous fight in the mid lane, that PA with her BKB chased Lina back and she wasn't actually able to push damage forward. But maybe if they're the ones that get the jump around a bit of vision in their own triangle, maybe defending tier 2s or the high ground, some kind of advantage they have to try and, levy a little bit here against Outsiders.
Radiant's
I think Mind Games should ever defend a tier 2 tower.
Probably not. I mean, there's only one left. It's not lasting long either.
Goodbye, Bignum. Oh, he's mocking him.
Doesn't even get the high five. They scan up top as well. They get Slayer. GPK trying to high five as well. What happened mid lane? Yamich? As he hooked back, looks like it. Grabbed in by the Pudge. I do Cyclone the Dazzle as well. DM looking like he's ready to jump and stun. Catches into the Pudge and PA straight in onto Dino. Big crits, the 1200 hits onto the Pudge while Aincrad BKB again defensively. Try and run away. It's a one-way street as DM just blinks away from the Cyclone. Even jumps forward aggressively, looking for the continuation.
Waves on Lunas are really nice. I know they're not winning this game, but I have really enjoyed the extra mobility that Blink's given. Like, I feel like every Lina we've seen has been buying Blink.
Yeah. Magical, physical damage, like whichever build you go for, this Blink seems really good.
I like it a lot. I felt Mind Games, they had a little bit of an issue there, like the Pudge hook was on cooldown. So they lifted Hero in the air and were intending on like having it drop and using the hook, but it didn't align quite properly, so they're just kind of like standing around giving outsiders time to reconnect and you know, engage. Probably a little bit of a mistake there. I guess they're just like desperate for anything they can get. Misses the hook, guys. Rough game, rough game. If he can get BKB, maybe it's okay. He's still gonna have this issue with the PA, especially when she gets her basher, where Pudge just can never stand against her. At least, like I said, if they're able to use Brewmaster to lift PA at all during any fight, a BKB Pudge with Ags is going to do a lot of damage and can kill other heroes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're able to get on the Dazzle or the Marcy first, get rid of some of these supports that are saving or allowing Ramses that bit of freedom with the Grave and the Rebound. Get rid of the numbers, but then you've got to be worried about buybacks because, you know, outsiders being this far ahead, they are holding on to that little bit of gold where maybe they could return to the fight. They claim their outpost. Get some of these tier 3 neutrals.
3 minutes, Gary. 3 minutes to take a Rax. Come on, outsiders. Chop, chop.
Bro, they're all up top. One fight's all they need, isn't it?
They're just playing safely. Like, these stupid players, they're so good at the game. Don't want to throw going high ground into this Pudge win condition we talked about on the high ground. Just gonna wait for the Roche respawn. What are they? Pro team?
Well, if it's a fast spawn on Roche and they get it, you know, 30 seconds, then you've got what, like 2 minutes or something? Right, they could charge up towards the high ground.
Rage.
I think Yamich is making the call. I want a BKB on my Marcy. We're waiting for that. Try and get this overwhelming blink on the Primal Beast as well. There's a lot of big items that outsiders are actually very, very close to. Like Ramsey's Basher, nearly done. DD rune spawn at bottom, and a 2-minute spawn on Roshan probably means your dreams
Radiant's
are
middle
over.
tower is under attack.
Whatever, I didn't want to be correct anyway.
I'm being correct is for nerds.
Yeah. Nice, they're scouting for Roche with the bear. I actually see it with a sentry. I think Ramsey's team just kills one, and that should put it on cooldown for like 60 seconds or
70, yeah.
70.
Just one hit and it's done. Oh my god, Slayer! The Basher arrives, already paying for itself. Chen army being demolished by Ramses. Mind Games, a hero down. They're still in a position where they're going to have to fight. They're being closed off. Ramses, Laguna Blade, if you've got BKB Satanic, if you can turn this and fight into Dino, but the Dismember comes. Haku that Cyclone, so no grave, no heal for DM and GPK. Trample into the midst of them. Double buyback from the Mind Games boys, but it looks like it's over. Ramsey's PA was the focus, but they couldn't finish her off.
What happened? I think they didn't lift the PA after the chain stun. Maybe they were hoping to burst her.
Yeah, they just lifted the Dazzle and hoped that they could kill her off, but now he's walked back on Aincrad's Lina. He's walked down mid, dead for 70. What's your timer like, Sheepo? How long have you got? 40 seconds?
Yeah, 40 seconds. Come on.
DDGP.
Oh no, they're doing Roche. Ramses hit the Rax.
Wow, hit Slayer. 1600 damage crit. GG's call. No does that count? The Rax are gonna fall. If the ancients die, does the Rax fall as well?
That's not fair. They can't just do that. Oh my god, it doesn't count.
Incorrect.
What am I meant to put? There's no way to be correct on that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.